Elon Musk said, "Don't confuse schooling with education. I didn't go to Harvard, but the people that work for me did." Elon Musk, I never said this. Oof, that's tough. You wish. A first-person shooter has never won Game of the Year. No point in starting now. GoldenEye 007, Halo CE, Half-Life 2, Call of Duty 1, Fallout 4, Mass Effect, Battlefield 1942, and Overwatch. What? Dude, how could you be so wrong? That's 8 separate years of first-person shooter. Remember everyone, a quarter a day for a year will get you $9,125. $1 a day is $365. You got some limited edition quarters or something? You see, their quarters are made of pure gold. That's the only way I could get that math to work. Nope, cause it's not a German brand. BMW is a German-owned company. No, it's European. Oh my goodness. Congratulations, you're dumb. Next meme. This is why Americans aren't the most logical. There is no such thing as $75 times 0. It's 0 times $75, which equals 0, and which makes logical sense. Americans are taught that in multiplication, it doesn't matter which side the multiplier is on when expressing a multiplication problem. This is just one case that proves it does matter. I'm European, and you couldn't be any more wrong. A, we learn it like that too. And B, it doesn't matter. Oh, you must be from the stupid side of Europe. It literally doesn't matter. 0 times 25 can be read either way. It'll still equal 0. If you have to rearrange multiplications of units in a particular order, you're doing something wrong. Not to be confused with order of operations, which is incredibly important. No, you're an idiot too. Hey, this guy's a lost cause. He's like, everyone's dumb but me. Just let him be stupid. This person says, and pork is the worst thing you can eat. The cow and pig are not even natural animals. Tell me where in nature you can find a cow. If I ever wanted to see a gorilla, I'd go to the jungle. If I ever wanted to see a polar bear, I'd go to the Arctic. Where in nature is a cow? A farm is man-made, and cows and pigs are hybridized animals. A pig is a crossbreed between a muskrat, bobcat, and hyena. So you're just eating a muskrat. Just let that sink in. I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure pigs came from boar, but you know what? Yeah, no, muskrats and hyenas, yes. I don't think he's Asian. I'd say he's Japanese or Chinese. Yes, it's little brain time. How many copies of Super Mario Odyssey have been sold worldwide so far? Over 3? Over 10 million? Over 12 million? Or over 17 million? Hey, why'd you say the guy's wrong? It's definitely over 3. It's simple math. This just in, how a group of friends is buying a pub in Peckham to get cheap rent. How a group of friends are buying a pub. Your grammar's getting so stupid, it actually hurts my head. Who cares if they're using the right grammar or not? Heck, I'd be fine if the headline just said, friends buy pub, friends get cheap rent. Who cares if it's grammatically correct or not? Just let them be. Bull crap, the solar system is a hoax. Anyone with eyes can see that the sun is smaller than the earth, at least within our atmosphere. Hashtag space is fake. Are your parents closely related? Because it sounds like they're brother and sister. Abortion? How about adoption? Or in her case, adorption. 2 letters that can save a life. Yeah, but there are also 2 letters that completely ruin a word, so yeah. We need to go back to throwing all heathens with these fake scientific ideas in jail. Science is a scourge to facts. Science is literally the pursuit of facts. Science says that the moon is made out of rock. Do you know any rock that glows? Yes, but that's irrelevant in that the moon doesn't glow in the strict sense of the term. It reflects light from the sun. Wrong again. The moon is a giant glowing ball. Prove me wrong. I have often bragged that I'm immune to poison ivy after getting a really bad case of it years back. 2 days ago, I fearlessly walked through a patch of it because I'm immune. Turns out, I'm not immune. Is immunity to poison ivy even a thing? Why didn't anyone ever correct me? Has everyone just been playing along, waiting for this moment? If that's the case, well played. Hey, you learned a valuable lesson today. A painful one, but valuable nonetheless. Scientists hope to use 10 eggs harvested from the last 2 northern white rhinos to create viable embryos that will be transferred into surrogates from another rhino subspecies. Rhinos don't even lay eggs. And these are the same scientists that tell us 5G is safe. Whatever. You should go back to school. Looser. Wanna spell that by me again? Looser. R/confidently incorrect. Yeah, you just spelled looser. The New Evangelicals say, wishing Pastor Locke a happy reinstatement day. I know you've been looking forward to when Trump would be reinstated as the true president and phony Biden would be arrested. What a momentous occasion. Look at the crowds today. Pastor Greg Locke never made that claim once, not even remotely. Utter nonsense. How are those prophecies coming along, Greg? It looks like it's still a work in progress. Pastor Greg from December 19th, 2020. This is your daily reminder that Joe Biden is a lying cheat. He will never be president. I have 100% clarity and absolute resolve that Donald Trump will remain president. I've never wavered on that and I won't start now. Hey, so how are those prophecies coming along, Greg? It looks like it's still a work in progress. Dude, come on, we're always gonna check the comment history. You gotta be better than that. Jeff Bezos' net worth is $185.3 billion. There is 7.8 billion people on Earth. If he gave everyone on the planet $1 billion, he would still have 177.5 billion. This is why we must hashtag tax the rich. Wow, I can't find a flaw in his logic. Then a loaf of bread would cost like $10,000 a loaf, and people could afford a loaf of bread. Guys, I see why you're arguing about this, but can we just say, like, that's clearly bad math. You're arguing over false facts. Just stop. Yeah, we've established this. Also, how's that whole evolution thing going, considering there's 20 billion animals in the world, and it takes 1 million years to evolve, and 8 billion species? Wouldn't that mean, forgive me if I'm wrong, I'm awful at math, lol, that 2,625 individual animals are evolving each year? Oof, you're bad at much more than math, kiddo. r/confidently incorrect, here we come. You've just said that steel is heavier than feathers, but in the same sentence you also said that a kilo of both weigh the same? Are you for real? For freak's sake. Yes, because a kilo is a way to measure weight. Why is that so hard for people to get? Islam is a lie. I'm an ex-Muslim. Jesus is the only way. Dang, what section were you a part of? Nihari or Pulao? I think my family is Pulao. Bro, those are food dishes. Laughing emoji times 5. Congratulations, you played yourself. Rule number 1. Windows 10 is not a company. Disagree. Not much to disagree with. It's literally a version of Windows. Absolutely none of it addressed Microsoft as a company. It's fine anyway. Disagree. If you go to windows10.com, you see Windows there. .com is short for .company. Thus, Windows 10 is a company. This is real simple stuff. Not sure why you're having issues understanding. My brain just hurts. This is hurting my brain. My dude, what are you talking about? You said an anus can stretch more than a vagina, which is hilariously false. No one said anything about the cervix. Quick research shows the average anus can stretch up to 7 inches. The diameter of an average newborn's head is around 13 to 15 inches. And again, the elasticity of a VJ has nothing to do with the cervix. My man Googled how big a baby's head is, and Google said the circumference is 13 to 15 inches. And he just took that fact and completely screwed it up and changed it to diameter. You, sir, are not smart. r/confidently incorrect. I did in fact misuse the term diameter when I meant to say circumference, but I'm glad that you can confirm that in order to deliver a baby, the VJ stretches from 13 to 15 inches, much bigger than 7. So no, the butthole cannot stretch way more than the VJ. If you could go back in time to high school geometry, you would remember that circumference equals pi times diameter, which means the diameter equals the circumference divided by pi. So the diameter of the VJ is 13 inches divided by pi, and we get 4 freaking inches. Which diameter is bigger, a 4-inch one or a 7-inch one? Guy, I don't mean to interject here, but I just want to remind you, why are you arguing about this? What a weird thing to argue about. The owner of the Chevrolet Bolt electric vehicle has done what no other electric vehicle manufacturer has done so far. Something completely logical. I've always wondered why these vehicles weren't designed to use energy that produces the wheel spinning to charge the vehicle's batteries. This man did it at home. It's a generator that produces a current which charges the batteries. No need to stop and charge the batteries at the charging stations or charge it at night at home. While the vehicle is running, it charges the batteries. It's elementary, my dear Watson. Well, it certainly does raise questions. Sure, buddy, I'm just gonna take your word for it. How to say I speak Afrikaans now in Afrikaans? Educate yourself. Afrikaans isn't a language. It seems like you're asking how to say hello in Europeans, Asians, or Americans. These are continents. Africa has more than 50 countries with a lot of underrated languages such as Swahili and Zulu. The irony of this comment. Educate yourself. Afrikaans is a language spoken in South Africa. Yep, congratulations. You definitely just played yourself. Definitely deserving of a facepalm emoji. Question. If this item contains honey, how can it be classed as vegan? Answer. Because bees are not animals. I love that 4 people saw that and were like, oh yeah, that makes sense. If you think that nukes are chemicals in any way, maybe hide from your bullies in the library for a while. Pretty much everything is chemicals. You should join OP in there as well. So uranium and plutonium aren't chemicals? Please tell me more. I'm surprised you can spell library. So in this world you inhabit, oxygen is a chemical? Yike. Yes, oxygen is very much a chemical. If you combine 2 atoms of the chemical element oxygen into O2, then you get the chemical compound that we call oxygen. You know, the stuff you breathe. This is literally first year chemistry stuff. Not in the real world. Run along, kid. Dude, what? Oxygen is a chemical. What? You know what? You deserve those downvotes. A kid born in 2010 is now 18 years old. Let that sink in. What? I never thought I'd need to explain a basic math. Not basic math, no, a basic math. But since we're here, kid born in 2010 is now 2018. Add the 10 to the 8 and it equals 18. Simple math. So the kid is 18 years in 2018. Simple. The ability to speak doesn't make you intelligent. What is 8 plus 2 times 2 plus 4? Let's see, if we do the math, carry the 1, the answer's 60. But there is no 60. I guess it's just like a typo, but gosh, come on school, do better. Did you know African warriors could see, hear, and smell over 3.5 miles away? But after they were made captives, Europeans diet dulled their senses. African archives. You know what? Maybe we should just, not believe everything that we see online. Maybe that would be a good idea. Yeah. Is Lionel Messi a bigger sport brand than Michael Jordan? Let's discuss. Michael Jordan is known worldwide. Nobody in America, South America, or Asia will have never heard of Lionel Messi. He's only famous in Europe. I've never left the United States, and even I know that Messi is worldwide renowned. If you hate America so much, then you can just leave. Oh, so you agree. What? You think that people who disagree with their country's practices or government should be allowed to leave and go somewhere else? So you support immigration? What? This is stupid. Only a bad word person would think that this makes sense. She's telling her to leave, not come. Stupid. This really does speak to how people can't see things from other people's point of view. It's like, come on, you're not even trying. Do any of y'all dumbasses know anything about anatomy? The uterus is part of the VJ. Why would you comment something so stupid with so much confidence? He didn't know any better. Just leave him alone. For real though, what color was the bike? You spelled color wrong. That's how they spell it in other countries. I think the United States is the only one to spell color that way, but I could be wrong. No, for real, that's one of the most American things I ever saw. Holy crap. Come on, gingerbread, you're making us Americans look bad. Everyone's laughing at us. Can you just stop? Fact, if the Earth was 10 feet closer to the sun, we would all burn up. And if it was 10 feet further, we would all freeze to death. God is amazing. Wow, that's crazy. I know. Amen. To anyone wondering, that's not true. Number 1, Earth orbits the elliptical, and the distance from the sun varies from around 147 million kilometers to 152 million kilometers on any given year. I mean, they're gonna do a long explanation, but you get the point. They're wrong. Okay, that's cool and all, but don't ever comment on my status telling me that I'm wrong ever again. I didn't even ask you, did I? Answer, no. Yeah, but you know what? Nobody asked to be misled on Facebook. Well, actually, that's not true. A lot of people want to be misled on Facebook, but still, you shouldn't do it. Technically, it is not a crime to loot a dead body, but they could be charged with tampering with a crime scene. I'm pretty certain it is illegal to loot a dead body. Where the frick did you even hear this? Like, if you were a soldier and looted the dead body of someone you just shot, no one is throwing you in prison. It's a crime to tamper with a crime scene because it can negatively affect a police investigation. But taking off someone's necklace isn't illegal. It's screwed up, but not illegal. Stealing is illegal. Just because they're dead doesn't make their stuff free to take. If anything, it only makes it worse. Yeah, pretty sure the crime's called desecration, and yeah, stealing, that's all bad. Murder is bad too, so this poem doesn't rhyme. Dude about to make haikus. Oh, you haven't heard. Ah, screw you. The first line is 6 syllables. This poem doesn't rhyme. That's 5 syllables. Poem is 2 syllables. Poem. Poem is 1 syllable. Who the feck uses 2 syllables to say poem? What the frick are you on about? Literally just say it out loud. Poem. 1 syllable would be palm. Poem is how you say it, you Neanderthal. Who the frick says poem? Poem. LOL. Poem is how you say it, you Neanderthal. Also, who the frick says poem? Literally everyone. Except for you, apparently. I can't believe my flight from Vancouver to Toronto was $216. On the app, all it said I had to pay was $28, which was less than the cost of salad I had for lunch. No, it says the flight price is $216. It says today you pay $28, as in for today, as in there's gonna be multiple payments. You didn't think flying would be that cheap, did you? Oh boy, it's Candace Owens. Once the landowners default, the big banks will swoop in and buy all of the land. That is what is happening right now in the country. The big banks are colliding with the government to ensure that they own everything. This is how communism works. You can think that the big banks owning properties is a problem, right? But that's definitely not how communism works. You can't just put buzzwords together and think that, this is how I make a thought. Like, oh my gosh, just be quiet. Please don't use calculator. Use your brain. Okay, 50 plus 10 times 0 plus 7 plus 2. What's the answer? If you don't say 0, relearn math. But it's not 0. It is simple. Simple? Whatever. Divide 15 by 3 and the answer is 5. Divide 9 by 3 and the answer is 3. Divide 18 by 3 and the answer is 6. So 5 plus 3 plus 6 equals 14. It's not that hard to be logical, you morons. Yeah, but it's not 5 plus 3 plus 6. It's 5 plus 3 times 6. You were so close, and yeah. By the way, that's not how you spell simple. 90s kids know. Frozen popsicle, the street light, a cut, some outdoor electrical equipment, and a hose. Yeah, clearly no 20-year-old on the planet knows what a street lamp is. No, seriously, I'm 20 years old, and when I drive around, I see these poles in the sky. I'm like, what the heck are those? They're like miniature suns. It's confusing. I couldn't care less about what this talking inferiority complex has to say, but I do feel for the women and survivors in his life who now see they wouldn't be believed or safe with him. Senator, not to be that guy, but technically it's I could care less. So confident and yet so wrong. So you are a female and you have a menstrual cycle every month. That is very sad indeed, because you're not supposed to have a menstrual cycle, and if you do, it should be minimal and maybe like once or twice a year if that. The body is toxic, or to be more specific, the womb is toxic. Keep it clean and it will have no reason to detox or bleed monthly. This is not to say that your body is dirty, it's simply to say that your body was not designed this way. If you would like, I can help you reach this level of understanding and awareness for your feminine dignity. So tell me, why would a chemical-based unnatural form of medication be able to stop your period naturally, but you yourself, which has complete control over your body, cannot stop it naturally? It's an oxymoron, honestly. I can help you get to this point. It would be so very easy. This one right here is just classic. This person knows nothing about the anatomy of a woman. They're talking with such confidence, and of course they're wrong. They even call it an oxymoron, which it's not even that. And for some creepy reason, they're like, I can help you get to this point. It's like, what? No, that's just creepy. Don't offer that. Seriously, what are you, some kind of weirdo? Ladies, if you screw one guy a day for $100, that's $365,000 you made in 1 year. Girls with degrees don't be making that much. Be your own boss. Girls with degrees know that that will only add up to $36,000. Yeah, no, you should have got your degree. Dear Plexiglass, thank you for protecting me from the cashier who just touched every single item I'll be taking home with me. The plexiglass is for them, not you. You see, it's just one cashier, and that cashier sees 100 anti-mask morons. Why would you assume it's for you? I don't know, kind of entitled if you ask me.
Put the mask like this, not like this.
Hey there, bud, real quick. You just want to take that mask and put it up over the nose. There you go.
0 ain't a number as far as I know. Friend, not only is it a number, but it's also an even number.
Allergies don't have to be scary. Spray Adflonase daily and stop your body from overreacting to allergies. Or go vegan and inflammation level plummet and allergies go away on their own. Oh my god, I, Cougar, can get rid of all my allergies by just being a vegan? Well, guys, I'm a vegan now. English traditional. English simplified. Traditional? They actually spoke like Americans until we won the revolution, and then they started faking an accent. Oh, faking an accent, I wonder what that's like. Learn better grammar. Grammar. Dude, just pre-ordered a box set. I'm pissed that the shipping is $45. I hate Europe for that. Portugal is the Greece of Europe, I swear.
Portugal is in Europe. So is Greece.
No, it isn't. Look at the globe. Let me just pull up my globe here.
Okay. Yeah. One of you is wrong and one of you is right. Okay, then. Okay.
So this might be American education systems in me, but that hot chart bugs the hell out of me. It should be like 1.8 meters. 180 centimeters isn't correct metric. I didn't spend years mixing up deca and deca for people to just ignore unit conversions like this. Oh, my friend, you need to go back to high school. My dog was declared cancer-free today, so I'm reverse searing him a steak. Hashtag the real MVP. Most valuable pupper. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? I can't wait for... Oh, here they come.
The Bible says you don't feed animal back to animal. It will make him sick. Dogs like carrots. Dogs like cereal products.
First of all, dogs can live on a wholly vegetarian diet, but guess what? Cats can't. Cats actually 100% need meat. Look it up. I learned that from Animal Planet when I was a kid. Europe is okay regarding medicine, a middle-income life, but is mostly like a third-world country. People don't know about anything else going on outside their frontiers. Bro, you do know Europe is not a country, right? Or a third-world one, let alone that. God, you're dumb. Oh, dude, it's weird how GOAT can mean best player, but it can also mean, like, worst player. Am I right? Literally no one anywhere ever has used GOAT to refer to the worst player. Or / confidently incorrect. Only in America is the term GOAT used for a good player. It took me ages to figure out it meant greatest of all time. In other countries, being called a GOAT is a negative. Boom! Well, in that case, I'm the GOAT narrator of this channel, because I'm the worst one. Moving on. Can't wait to be fired one day. At Please PM. You is the same exact thing as you are. Hey, bud, I'm not good at grammar, never claimed to be, but I'm pretty sure that's not right. 100K a year to take someone's order at Taco Bell totally makes sense. Where the hell did you get that number from? If someone's working enough hours to make that on $15 an hour, they deserve it. $15 an hour, a person working 40 a week makes $31,200 a year. Is that right? Jesus Christ, that's depressing. I've never even worked a job that paid $15 an hour till now. Oh my God, I had so many wasted years in high school. Hello, Easy Peasy fans. Please stand by while Cougar has a mental breakdown, thinking of all the wasted time he had working at restaurants for less than $5 an hour. I worked there for years! Freaking years, man! $5 an hour! Less than $31,000 a year! What the hell? Okay, on to the next post. Okay, FYI, the ancient Egyptians were white. Please tell me you people don't actually believe that black people built the pyramids. I'm not touching this one. I'm not touching this one. So somebody just explained to me how what I just posted to a subreddit wasn't suitable for that sub. I replied that as the creator, moderator, and basically only contributor to said subreddit, I respectfully disagree. And he reported me to me. Oh, that's just how the internet works, isn't it? Dear every cashier in America, the proper response to thank you is you're welcome, not no problem, and you're supposed to thank me. Millennials are so entitled. Actually, the you're welcome / no problem issue is simply a linguistic misunderstanding. Other people tend to say you're welcome. Younger people tend to say no problem. This is because for older people, the act of helping or assisting someone is seen as a task that is not expected of them, but is them doing extras. So it's saying, I accept your thanks because I know I deserve it. No problem, however, is used because younger people feel not only that helping or assisting someone is a given and expected, but also that it should be stressed and then your need for help was no burden on them, even if it was. Basically, older people think help is a gift you give, younger people think help is an expectation required of them. Damn straight, son! Damn straight! Finally, I'm proud of my generation for one thing. Now, if we can just get rid of cancel culture. If major Dogecoin holders sell most of their coins, it will get my full support. Too much concentration is the only real issue. IMO. The dollar is the most valuable currency in the world, Elon. 10K would make you a millionaire in Europe. You should be ashamed of yourself for not recognizing that. 10K would make you a millionaire in Europe. Yeah. Let's just forget about America's almost $300 trillion debt or some insane number like that. I'm gonna go lay down and have a mental breakdown. I'll be right back. Ugh. Why do people like to mention Kano's free healthcare system? If it's so good then, why do they all come here and use our doctors and our resources and bail and leave us the tab on it? I think hospitals need to refuse service to Canadians who are here on visit, and if not, put a flat charge up front of $200 sounds fair to me. Free healthcare is not a good thing because it allows doctors to decline helping you for any reason, which is why they always come to the US. Hey there, bud. Cougar, the narrator. Was born in Canada and have dual citizenship. Let me tell you, every time I have a major medical issue, I go back home because guess what? American healthcare system is literally one of the worst. Everyone in France uses cursive because it's quick and neat. It's not being taught anymore in the US. What? Cursive can't be done in French because they have accents over their letters that require you to lift up your pen. You know how when you finish writing a word, you go add in dots, the ah? Same thing. I love stupid people. People are like trees. They fall down when hit multiple times with an axe. Hitted. It's called hitted. Yeah, sure, bud. Looks like you got hitted in the brain when you were a kid. Water, 1 mile. Water, 1 kilometer. Americans. But the Americans are right. A mile is less than a kilometer. 1 mile equals 1.6 kilometer. You guys are just saying he's wrong, but he isn't. 1 mile is equivalent to 1.609 kilometers. If he wanted water, the mile sign would be closer. Oh my. Oh my, not touching that one with a 50-foot pole. I'm all about support for your country, but I'm pretty sure there is a Z in there. Brazil. Oh no, it's Brazettled. Brazettled. Yes, I like Brazettled. That's totally how you write Brazil, my dude. Totally. It's a bit cold outside this morning in middle America. Aren't you glad you're heating your home with a solar panel like Newitt Socialists at AOC is demanding? Do solar panels work in the cold? Yes, solar panels work by absorbing light from the sun, not heat, you idiot. In fact, the chemical reactions that occur within the solar panels are more efficient at cooler temperatures. Also, white snow can act like a mirror to reflect more light onto them. And if you don't understand this metaphor, I want you to go onto the top of the mountain, go skiing with your white privileged life, and see how fast you get sunburned versus with snow without. You'll learn real quick. Somebody mad because Trump didn't get impeached. Oh no, he did. Twice. Trust me. He didn't, though. He did, and impeachment is putting an official on trial for crimes and misdemeanors. He just wasn't approved for impeachment. You're stupid. You're... Exactly. You proved my point, bud. Thanks. This is wildly painful and incredibly wrong. Here's a real x-ray. It's cute, but it's 2021. Let's all be intelligent and not spread lies. This photo is actually real. It's just a kitten, not a cat. The gaps between the bones are fibrocartilage that haven't turned to bone yet. Unfully ossified. Happens in young animals. You could learn a thing or two from this one. Okay. I don't know which one is true. Either way, sweet. Learned a cat fact today. My brother tried very blank during the hurricane. My brother tried very staying. My brother tried to staying. My brother tried very hard stay. My brother tried to stay. There we go. That's the one, right? No, comrade, it is stay. You'll stay. You'll stay. That is it. In which continent is Argentina located? South America. South America isn't a continent. XD. It isn't? Huh, well that's no to me. There's no such thing as biracial. Stop lying. I hope you're being ironic. No, it's the truth. Biracial is an imaginary bullcrap made by people who are deluded to the obvious. So people of mixed race aren't real? Do you know how crazy you sound? Hey, Coogan the narrator here, real quick. I'm mixed. I may be pale as snow, but I still am mixed. My father is not white. So yeah, last I checked, I'm real. Last I checked. The US dollar is only 50 years old. Bitcoin is 12 years old. Bitcoin has been around a quarter of the time of the dollar's existence. Hey, Eric Voorhees, I'm not sure that's right there, buddy. You and blanked match. You do know what pansexual means, right? Obviously. Sorry, wasn't being rude. I think you're hot, but that means you like your family as well. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. It means you like family in that way. And pans and pots, right? No, it means I'm attracted to someone's personality over their looks and, what gender they are. But you're just an idiot on the internet, so, Not in this weather, you don't. You realize not everyone lives in America, and we all have different weather, right?
But it's winter everywhere, lol. You don't get winter in one spot and other seasons in other places. Sure, some areas winters may be warmer, but still. Yeah, this person's just an idiot. My dad's confidently saying the whole government is holograms. Okay, I'm sick of everyone saying the whole government's holograms. They're lizard people trying to take over my brain. That's why I wear this tinfoil hat. Jeez, you guys are dumb. Injecting a virus with edge vents into your muscle with a syringe is not the same as getting an infection through your mucosa, nor is the reaction. Thinking this is just not ignorant and very unscientific. Please educate yourself on the immune system and the latest info about it. Well, my friend, here you go. Are you seriously using Asian things in your art? That's cultural appropriation. Bro, I'm Chinese. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Today, I learned what TIL means. You've also learned how to spell land and 2 symbols to put at the end of sentences. The more you know. And now you can learn that learnt is also a word, much like color and color, and realize. The more you know before correcting other people. The more you know is half the battle, or something like that. I don't remember G.I. Joe that well. People are freaking idiots. My neighbor's kid just tried to tell me that bats are mammals. Mammals don't fly. We walk and are confined to the ground. No wonder my family in Sweden thinks Americans are dumb. Y'all truly need to educate your kids better. Bats are birds. Bats are birds. Bats are birds. Don't try to tell me different. Bats are birds. I love eating some bat eggs in the morning. Yep. Because that's a thing. That awkward moment when the short gets more views than the original video. Awkward. Hey buddy, you might want to check that spelling. Genders: 1 male, 2 female. Mental disorders: agender, androgyny, androgynous, bigender, cisgender, cis female, cis male, cis man, cis woman. This guy's just an idiot. He doesn't even know what cisgender, cis male, cis female mean. God, you're dumb. Goodbye, sub. I finished Flowers for Algernon, and I look forward to never reading another book in my life. Not only did I finish it, but I finished it in a winter storm at 3 o'clock in the morning with no power. So there was no screaming at my fellow bookish friends or this sub. Couldn't even scream into a pillow because I didn't want to wake my family. My only choice was to die internally. I know that I'm late, but phew. Update, watching Charlie. See ya in a bit. What? You don't read much. Flowers of Algernon is not a book, by the way. It's a short story or novella. Are we really gatekeeping books now? Wait, is this the one that's like a prequel to Flowers in the Attic? Yeah, I think I know a little bit about this book. To make matters worse, existing storage of wind energy and batteries was also gone because batteries were losing 60% of their energy in the cold. Bottom line, renewables don't work well in extreme weather, never will. Dude, we use batteries in space. Yeah, and wind turbines to power an entire base in Antarctica. Cold is not the problem, it's poor city planning. Sure, that all makes perfect sense. Poverty is correlated with poor health outcome all around. However, wealth inequality does not cause poverty. That's literally what wealth inequality is. You're keeping us poor but getting richer yourself. Hey, jackass! We use miles per hour in this country! Wheels is an Australian magazine. We use metric measurements. You're on the internet, which is American. Therefore, you can use American, the best measurement. Yes, American measurement, my favorite. Actually, the World Wide Web was first developed in CERN. I don't believe you for not knowing that. You're apparently an American, so, you know, stupid, just like Cougar the narrator. The doctor said I was anime, huh? Not enough iron. Oh, anemic. Anemia. No, it's anime. Learn to spell it. Yes, anime. Perfect disease to have. You are not here. This is a cartoon. The Earth101.com. Earth is flat. They're right. We aren't in that picture. That's Andromeda. Ah, yes, perfect. Being Japanese and English doesn't make you biracial unless you have one black parent and one white parent. You're a moron. It sure makes you a dummy. Japanese cartoons are all the same, so name any and it'll fit. Right, cause Attack on Titan and Pokemon are totally the same. Pokemon isn't Japanese, at least the show isn't. Pokemon, also known as Pocket Monsters, in Japan is a Japanese media franchise. Oh, Pokemon is Japanese? You don't say. The leader of the Democrats, Nancy, is worth $248 million or billion. I don't know, I can't count that high. Why doesn't she put her money where her mouth is? There are 209 million legal Americans, taxpayers, above the age of 18. If you divide Nancy's net worth by the number
number of legal age taxpayers, we would each get 1.18 million. I wish all people struggling for 8 months in the middle of a record-breaking pandemic a very $600. I think your facts might be a little off there, buddy.
I stopped listening to you guys back in 2017 when y'all put on the worst performance I've ever seen. Singer was drunk and out of breath as soon as he started. Attack, attack. We haven't played a show since 2013, so I'm not sure what band you saw in 2017, but it wasn't Attack, attack. That's a lot of likes. Trump impeached. If Trump is impeached, Pence becomes president. Pence pardons Trump and appoints him vice president. Pence resigns. Trump becomes president and appoints Pence as his vice president. Liberal heads explodes. See also Snowflake shriek.
That's not how democracy works, my friends, but okay, let's just skip on past that one.
The immune system doesn't need to be trained. Works well without toxic chemicals in food, water, air, and vaccines. The human race would have been wiped out thousands of years ago if people needed vaccines.
Ah, yes. Tell that to smallpox, friend.
Not every job should have a living wage. This is not healthy for society. It is not healthy for someone making ice cream cones at Dairy Queen to make enough to live off of. You want a society that actually can't live off these jobs? Oh my god, I'm losing faith for humanity in this subreddit, guys.
Just wanted to warn all the evil mummies XS, I'm bloody furious. My son's advert calendar has got guns and grenades in it. How inappropriate. I know it's Paw Patrol and they're police and all that, but still, it's not right. Is it XX?
It's a Christmas decoration and a ice skate. See that right there? Just turn that gun upside down and boom, you got a pretty little ice skate, but your brain still doesn't work based off your spelling.
Any use of tobacco products is prohibited in Chapel Hill parks. Any use of tobaccos are prohibited. Good one, bud. The character of Tony Stark was inspired by Elon. No, he wasn't. Tony Stark, if I'm not wrong, has been around since like the 50s or 60s in Marvel, maybe 70s. I might be wrong. But no.
Not only do masks reduce your O2 and increase your CO2 intakes, which makes you wheeze or gas, but they also provide perfect warm, deep breeding grounds for pathogens to breathe in. That will progressively make you ill. For those who don't want more respiratory illness, job done.
Absolutely none of that is true.
And you exact qualifications for stating that are?
A degree in medicine and fellowship of the Royal College of, oh god, I can't pronounce that, for which I was examined, and respiratory psychology and the mechanics of gas transfer. I may be a dummy who can't read big words, but at least I know wearing a mask is good for society. I just want to go outside again. Moving on! I really like Ritz, but it's wrong in God's eyes to see man and man or woman and woman. It's one man, one woman. Remember Sodom and Gomorrah? He destroyed them. I will not support you on that. Sodom. Thank you for the laughs. Stands, a group of people trying to meet other people with similar interests while expressing this interest through shared morals, love, and creativity. I don't think that's correct, but I'm gonna let you believe that. This will get you feeling festive. Cyclist spends 9 hours creating Merry Christmas message on his fitness app. Merry Christmas! Since when has Christmas had a T in the middle? Oh my god. Here's how you learn how to spell Christmas. You write Christ and then Mass. There you go. Maybe I got wrong what they wanted to say, but grammatically, they is still treated as a plural, not singular. You will say, what are they doing, and not what is they doing, if you are referring to one person. Maybe I got what they wanted to say, but grammatically, they is still treated as a plural. What they wanted to say. You literally just use it as a singular pronoun, you moron. He was Darth Vader before he put on the suit. Super wrong right there, bud. Super wrong. Well, technically he was Darth Vader before he put on the suit. Because he became Darth Vader the second he joined Palpatine, blah blah. Just shut up and enjoy the movies, no one cares. Hi, Adam. I have a slightly nitpicky correction. You say that you can hear the grief in Bach's piece, but at the time, composers didn't really put their own emotion into their music. That wasn't common until the Romantic era. Although we can't know for sure, any feeling of grief in Bach's piece is likely a coincidence. Yes, music, something created to make you feel emotions. Man, should it make you feel emotions because it's from a certain time period? Yeah, I believe that. Okay. every book which wasn't blah 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 blah. A very many book. Okay then. I love this because there's obviously something very clever going on to analysis patterns of language, but it is also profoundly ignorant. Yes, everent many book. I might be stupid, but that sounds wrong to me. I don't know about you guys.
In historic pick, Biden taps Haaland as Interior Secretary. We'll see the truth, just wait.
You do realize that's the flag of Liberia, correct? Yes, we will. We already have, but you people can't seem to get your blinders off, and I can't get my flags right. God bless America, or should I say Liberia, or whatever it's called. Science spelled backwards is Enix, and Enoch was a device used by pagans to summon Satan himself to brainwash children and turn them into literal sheep. These pagans were called oh my god, today's scientists use ethnic science to brainwash our kids. Hashtag MAGA, hashtag flat earth. Why am I not surprised? Okay, moving on. Canada just announced it'll provide the new COVID vaccine to every Canadian who wants it for free. That's great. Just out of curiosity, which country was that developed the vaccine? Wonder why? Thanks for asking, Ted. The Pittsburgh BioNTech vaccine was first developed in Germany by a pair of immigrant scientists from Turkey. Just so you know there, buddy, I enjoyed your mask you wore at the United online. Minimum wage in Australia, 1984, an hour. Unemployment rate in Australia, 6.6%. U.S. federal minimum wage, $7.25 an hour. U.S. unemployment rate, 6.7%. Please don't tell me raising the minimum wage to a living wage at least $15 an hour costs jobs.
You're forgetting that Australia uses different currencies since they are European. The euro is higher than the dollar, so you need to adjust for that. Learn.
Hey, bud, the only reason raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour is going to cost jobs is because American companies are greedy. And you need to learn about what currency is used where. You need to watch this and retweet it to your Republican friends. It's yours, Steve. As an author, you should know this.
Okay, Dr. Ben Franklin, PhD, I'll listen to you.
Joe Biden will be at the presidential inauguration on January 20th, but he won't be the guy getting sworn in. This tweet will age well.
Oh, my friend, it did not.
Why don't they make bulletproof vests out of diamond if it is the hottest metal?
Because it's too heavy. 1 gram of diamond weighs something like 15 grams.
Oh, really? Boy, that's a good conversion rate. Posted by a white suburban American male, I despair education, and more education needed.
Now I know how the Native Americans felt. Hashtag America stolen.
As the son of a Native American man / indigenous person, whatever you'd like me to call myself, I don't really care. I'm just a person. This really offends and hurts my brains. I'd like to show it to my father someday just to see him drop his mouth and be like, God, I hate stupid people. You knowing 4 people that died from COVID is statistically impossible. You're a lying sack of poop. Are you high? What a stupid freaking response, LOL. You replied to the wrong person. I think you meant to reply to your own comment. How is that statistically impossible? Because knowing 4 different people who died from it would be about the same odds as winning the lottery while you get attacked by a shark and struck by lightning. It simply isn't going to happen. That's how statistics work, fam. I don't know what to say except look at his downvotes. 15. Good to go. Imagine if a woman had to orgasm in order to get pregnant by a man. There would be like 11 people in the world.
Technically, the vaginal orgasm has to occur to become pregnant. A clitoral orgasm just helps with the process.
Yeah, your boy Coog still got his V card, so I'm not touching this one with a 20-foot stick.
What does the Arab in your Quran mean? Is it like Epheb or Emeb?
I'm Palestinian. Hey, just a heads up, you probably shouldn't call yourself Indian if you aren't indigenous.
India. Does Dutch mean like Dom Butch?
No, it's my nationality. I hate when people say I'm Spanish. Like, no, that's a language, not a nationality. Boy, have I got news for you about a country called Spain.
You really thought putting ILH in your bio and your card would be a sneaky way to let people know that you like vo/I throw/I'm LMAO? Could have just wrote K-Lance and not use some obscene shipping name that people already know about anyways. Laith is my name. It's literally an Arabic name. What the hell are you talking about? Ugh, Queensland. Just call it England, you pretentious snitch.
Queensland, Australia, right here. I have a feeling this is all the same guy asking these questions. JFYI, the correct term is either Mount Fuji or Mount Fuji-sama. The Japanese do not refer to Mount Fuji as Fuji-san. They do because the on reading of blank is literally Fuji-san. I'm Japanese and I can guarantee that no Japanese person would call it Mount Fuji-sama. It's Fuji-san. I don't know. I'm not touching on this one. Again, I don't know Japanese. Yo, you're sure that's the right word? Yeah, like 80%, dude, yeah. Print it. Amphibious pitcher makes debut. Amphibian, pitching everyone in. Getting strikes, feeling right. Amphibian, pitcher man, look out. Here comes amphibian pitcher man. Why did I sing that? How's my time? It took you 365 days again. Sweet, at least I keep beating Mars. 2020 was a leap year. It actually took us a little more to rotate. Still funny though. No, it didn't. It takes 365.25 days every single time to do a full rotation. That's how you get a leap year, the 0.25. He was never impeached the first time. Waste of time and money. He is one of the greatest presidents our country has ever seen, but people are too blinded by the government, leaders, to have their own opinion. Despite what you think and believe, he was impeached twice. No, he wasn't. I don't know what to say. I can't help this country anymore. Do you know how many of the people arrested in connection with the Capitol invasion were active users of Parler? 0. Parler uses breach deep inside U.S. Capitol building, GPS data shows. Oh, that's a lot of people. Since you're now worth $188 billion, you could get every single person on Earth $1 billion and still own $180 billion, or donate to fix the world's pollution, hunger, and poverty problems. Too greedy, I imagine, or too concerned with living on Mars. Now, I don't think Elon Musk should be this rich. He is helping out the free market when it comes to Dogecoin, but your math is very off and you'll never be that rich for that reason. Fact 93. The wedding ring goes on the left ring finger because it is the only finger with a vein that connects to the heart. Is this true? I feel like that's not true. I'm not gonna look it up. You guys do it. Screenshots don't lie. They can easily be manipulated though. Nah, not these ones. Screenshots don't lie. Are your underwear clean? Nah, not these ones. Oh, you see, I just queued up old Photoshop and you look stupid. Greta Thunberg, so happy that U.S. has finally rejoined the Pittsburgh Agreement. Welcome back. Biden does not have the power to sign crap. Yeah, he does there, bud. Yeah, he does. How is it get over slavery, but 9/11 is never forget? More people died in 9/11 than slaves ever. You're an idiot and so offensive.
Not even being provocative. But if you think Greta Thunberg has the maturity to guide global policy making, then you cannot object to Jeffrey Epstein paying 16-year-old girls for sex.
Children, the planet is dying. Please do something. Conservatives. Well, if you're so smart, why can't I have sex with you? Checkmate. It's sad that people think this. To be fair, the number of deaths in most parts of the world are higher or similar to the USA. Easy to look up. Given this fact and that numerous strategies have been employed in combating COVID, I don't think there is a personal responsibility on Trump. The USA has 4% of the world's population and 25% of the world's COVID death. It's simple math and easy to look up. We are doing much, much, much worse than any other country on the entire planet. God bless America. Robinhood, now limiting people to only buy one share of GameStop stock. Ah, the free market at work.
This is actually what life under communism is like.
This is quite literally life under capitalism, bud. Communism, in theory, is a good thing. Everybody gets the same amount of things and we all share and we're all happy. Capitalism, fight for your right to live. Who needs food? Kill your neighbors. That's basically it when you boil it down. It's really confusing to tell if the Leaning Tower of Pisa is a huge failure or a huge success. There was an attempt to spell pizza. r/confidently incorrect. I really hope this guy was memeing himself.
The nation's chief diplomat and commander, the president. Political efficacy is described as what? You said your vote counts, but the answer is your vote counts. Ah, you see, this is why UR grades are so poor. Wait a second, what? Dessert stomach is a real thing. Your gut expands upon contact contact with sugar and therefore makes room for dessert, even after having the feeling of being full. You didn't mean dessert. You meant desert. Oh, I love that. You don't have dessert stomach. No, you have desert stomach. You know, when your stomach feels like a bunch of sandy hills in a hot sun? Yeah, desert stomach is tough. Only women have hormones. Men have testosterone. You should know this by now. I love the premise of this. Guys are just pure testosterone, no hormonal changes at all. Just testosterone, 100%. Yeah! Teenage males don't go through like hormonal changes. No, they just walk out of their room. Mom, I feel different. Oh, God. Norway has the second largest coastline of all the countries in the world. That's just a plain lie. I have been to Groven twice, and I've never seen a single inch of coastline. I think I might be right in saying it is, in fact, a landlocked country. For freak's sake, at least look at a map before speaking. Oh yeah, this map? Nah, not real. Norway doesn't have a coastline. In fact, Norway doesn't exist. Get it off my screen. I don't even believe in Norway. It's all a plain lie. Wildlife biologist here. The people are way too close. A black bear with cubs can be very aggressive, and what she will/won't tolerate isn't always clear. If she hurts someone, the state will euthanize her, and her cubs will either starve or, if caught, spend their life in cages. You do realize a black bear will most likely just charge, right? Very rarely will they ever attack. As for the people, the bear clearly understood that they weren't a threat to them. Literally mansplaining a wildlife biologist about wildlife. Oh, I'm sorry, what do you know about wildlife? What's that now? Oh, you know a lot? And I'm just an idiot on the internet? Oh man. Seriously, dude, take a break from Twitter. You're taking L's after L's. Science explained backwards is eknix. An eknis was a device used by pagans to summon Satan himself to brainwash children and turn them into literal sheep. These pagans were called scientists. Today's scientists use eknis science to brainwash our kids. Hashtag MAGA, hashtag flat earth. You know, I want to say something like, this is why we need to fund our public schools, but honestly, I don't think anybody could save this person. They? Yeah, pretty common pronoun when you don't know someone's gender or pronouns. I learned this in the 3rd grade when I was learning English. You should have learned that they refers to 2 or more persons. No, buddy. No, that's just not true. This person right here, they clearly have no idea what they're talking about. See? Not only are you wrong, but no, you're just wrong. Atheism is the lack of belief in the Christian God specifically, not gods in general. No, you're wrong. You're still wrong. How could you be so wrong and so confident at the same time? It's mind-boggling. 1 star, can't see through it. 0 visibility. Don't buy. You can't even see out of the shield. 1 star, useless, can't even see through it. 1 star, cannot see through the plastic after the protective film is removed. Hey, see, maybe you guys should just, remove that film. Maybe that's why you can't see it. Shoot, I don't know. Maybe I'm just guessing. The poor company's like, oh gosh, we're gonna be bankrupt. And they're selling like a working product. The people just don't know how to take off the film. That's tragic. You have a much greater chance of getting murdered as a trans person than a cis person. That's unfortunate, but not being murdered isn't a human right. What? No, seriously, what? Imagine being arrested for murder and being like, it's my human right to murder. In all fairness, Your Honor, murder isn't protected as a human right, so those people deserve to die. What do you mean I'm getting the death sentence? That's against my human rights. Name a fish that does not have the letter A in it. I bet you can't. Shark. Wow, that's too easy. America was founded on the principles of freedom and liberty, not racism and slavery. Slavery was abolished 89 years after the United States was founded. So, it was founded off the principles of freedom and liberty, just not for everybody. At least not at first. Wait, humans are animals? Well, duh. No, we aren't. That's why we're called humans, not animals, Lamal. We show emotion and animals don't. You need to go back to school or something. No, buddy. No, you need to go back to school. Dear paleontologist, you keep digging for dinosaur bones despite all the evidence that they never existed. If you can't accept science, then why do you work in a field that's supposed to be based upon scientific principles? This person's like, no, dinosaurs don't exist. Well, I don't care what you paleontologists find. It's all fake. And the paleontologists are like, dude, they're real. We found them already. And the guy's like, no, I don't believe it. Fake news. Geez, in the age of the internet, you can just believe whatever you want. R/conservative. Watching the Blue Origin flight, and I'm reminded that the only way something like this can happen is with capitalism. It's the same with Elon Musk. Our country is greater with private enterprise pushing the boundaries of humanity. Didn't the USSR launch the first satellite though? First man in space too. Yeah. Whoa. Oh my god, look what socialism has done to my beautiful country. It's preserved our ancient history, given us healthcare, and our money is worth more than the US dollar. It's so horrible. Really? Why are thousands of people from your country hopping the border to come to the US? Italy? Are you okay, sir? I'm sick and tired of these Italian immigrants hopping the border from Italy to America. Seriously, these guys must have some serious hops. They're jumping such a long way. Yes, 16 divided by 2, and in parentheses 2 plus 2. This one's a little tricky, but the answer is actually 32. Americans and your crooked education system. Y'all never heard of a thing called BODMAS in primary school? Basically, it stands for B, brackets. O, of simply multiply the brackets with the number outside of it. D, division comes third. M, multiplication fourth. A is addiction. And S is for subtraction. The answer is 2. The frick? I love how in this person's version of math, you have to add in for addiction. You have math teachers like, oh man, I'm gonna get withdrawals if I don't do my linear algebra. Oh, the addiction. Solid logic, mate. I've never heard of BODMAS, but you know what? You sound like a genius. The answer is 2. Final answer. What do you mean I'm wrong? How dare you disrespect BODMAS? Not to mention that male DNA makes its way to the female brain from every lover she ever took. Without a condom, that is. There are legit studies on this. There is a cost with having casual sex. It affects the female forever. This is why we need sex education in our schools. Oh! The American education system at its finest. You used the wrong fork of its. Clearly Karen isn't the only person the American education system has failed. No, he's correct. It's/he's/she's. Contraction of it is, he is, or she is. It's his or her, belonging to him, it, or her. Example, your tiny brain is producing its thoughts very carelessly today. It is causing you to say stupid things. See, not only did you get roasted, but you also learned something. Now seriously, take those downvotes and be quiet. You MILFs are not just moms, because they can't be anything cougars go after younger guys in any stretch of availability. Bro, what do you think the M in MILF stands for? Clearly it stands for many/much as possible. No, that's not what it stands for. It's literally mothers. That's what it whatever. I once watched John Wick kill 3 men in a bar with the freaking pencil. Actually, it's pencil. No, it's not, buddy. No, it's not. We will never rewrite the Constitution. Liberals don't honor our country's legacy. Everything is up for sale. If we never rewrote the Constitution, by amending it, we wouldn't have the right to vote. The 19th Amendment. And I'd still be a slave. 13th Amendment. Please shut up. No, they've got a point. I'd be a slave too. Thank goodness we can rewrite the Constitution. The only thing I'm a slave to is YouTube content. Lane Moore says, just ran into my neighbor and depression came up and I said, yeah, meds aren't working. I don't know what to do. And she said, have a baby. And I said, like a human child? And she said, yes, when I had 2 kids, I never had time to be depressed. So that is what I will be haunted by today. Hey, your life kinda sucks. Have a kid. Will it make your life any better? Absolutely not. But now you can bring that depression onto your child. Parenting. What the are people doing? Okay, all right, we gonna keep it moving. Tommy Robinson. When Muslims marched through London today with flags, how many Muslims come out to oppose them? None. Those were Pakistani flags celebrating their win against India, you freaking idiot. No, they have to be flags, because I don't understand them. And that makes them that makes them bad. Dude, you have the mentality of a freaking child. Educate yourself. And then once you do, shut up.